You can change your life easily. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. I had a comment on one of the videos indicating how do I come up with content every day, day after day. And, there must be a powerful asking in the world for answers to life because this particular video came very powerfully to me this morning. And I usually don't post till later in the day, but I just had to sit down and put this together. And I realized over the years that this really is what I came for. This is my path to talk about this information and educate people on the knowledge of life. And so I get regular downloads every day. They just keep coming. I could be driving, I could be doing anything, and I constantly receive ideas to make videos about. And the source, the demand for that is coming from the collective conscious asking. As we see things in our life and around the world, that we want them to be better. We want answers to them. And we haven't had answers for a very, very long time. And now humanity wants answers. And I'm only too happy to put these together and post these videos. It's immense joy for me. And it looks like there's a lot of enjoyment from the comments that you all are getting the messages of these videos, and they seem to be having a positive impact, and that's wonderful. So today is a video, and I thought about the title of this. The contents came together very quickly, and then I just thought about some different titles, but this is the one that came to me the most. And you can change your life easily, and it's all about taking charge of your mind. And this was fun to put together. I really enjoyed this one. So maybe one of the most powerful ones that I've put together, although in saying that, it makes sense. It's going to be powerful in relation to all the other videos because they all come together to join the dots. But this one does seem to have, it came to me a little differently. So here we go. So we know that, this nice image here, we know what it means when a projector projects a media, an image, onto a wall, to a movie, and we understand that relationship, and that if we want the movie to change, we change what's the media in the projector. And that really is a great image because our mind, our conscious mind, our subconscious mind, is the projector of our life. Our life is the movie on the screen, what people call 3D physical reality. It's an illusion of the projection. It's a kind of a shadow, if you will. And so we grow up trying to change the shadow, and you know that you can't change a shadow directly. You could chase it forever. And you got to go to the source that's producing that shadow. And so it's virtually impossible, really. It is impossible to change a shadow by trying to grab it and manipulate it. You just know it does not work. So that's why life can be so hard, that's what we grow up learning to try to do, is change the shadow. And we got to get back to the projector. That's our mind. And right now, it's something that can be easy, and we can do it on the fly, and we can change our mind in any situation at any time. But we haven't been trained to do that. We haven't been trained to think in that way, to make that kind of quick shift in our mind, because we are so often looking at physical reality and allowing our mind to be consumed by the contents of physical reality in our day in specific situations. And we've really sort of got into habits and patterns of focusing there instead of backing off and saying, okay, that is the manifestation of what I have going on in my mind. Why don't I start to change what's going on in my mind? And you see in so many of my videos, I talk about the reconstruction, the deconstruction of negative feeling thoughts into the reconstruction of positive feeling thoughts. and I talk about thought replacement, and I talk about it in different ways. But ultimately, what I'm talking about is changing this projector, changing the media in the projector so the movie changes. So let's get into this. I'm gonna skip this over to this slide into the second slide here. I'm gonna come back to the other one. So here's how we come in. We come in and we really have no thoughts. We come in as pure positive energy. We have a knowing. We have our knowing, but that's not translated into human terms. And so what we learn growing up is what teaches us human terms, but those terms are not in agreement with with the way life really is, the creative process. In the absence and lack of that, humanity has filled it in with different ways to try to understand it and whatnot, but so much of that is faulty. So much of it is faulty. And so we end up here with an untrained mind or an inaccurately trained mind. And we think things like life is hard or it's unfair, or we're wondering about our worthiness. We're wondering if we can have what we want. Why are things going so tough for us and we can't seem to make the changes? How do we secure our life? Feeling vulnerable about things and so on and so forth. And this is all the mindset that comes from those faulty beliefs. And it's a very untrained mind. So it's a very up and down broadcast to the law of attraction. There's some high vibration in there, but there's a big mix of low vibration. And so life is that way. So the projection that we're sending out is a very shaky, wobbly vibration, you could say. And in some areas of our life, maybe we get it into a little better shape than others. But across the board, in the 4 quadrants of total fulfilling life, there's really not the kind of teaching in our planet right now that allows us to achieve that high vibration balance for all areas of our life to be that way. And so what we're in the process of here now, and everything that I do is about this, and that is training our mind to be in our natural high vibration place so that we can live this natural high vibration life that we came for. That's what we came for. And so what we're on our way to right now is, instead of these old faulty belief kinds of thoughts and patterns that I mentioned here, we're headed towards this kind of knowing that is really what the creative process shows us and the way life really is. And we get our mind into the place where we're saying, well, I am worthy, I'm valuable, I'm important, perfect, powerful, successful, and I know why. And I know what I want is on the way right now in a really wonderful way, and I know why that's true as well. And I know nothing is ever bad or wrong, no matter what it looks like. It's all contrast. It came from my energy. It's a manifestation of my energy. And in the experience of it, expansion happens immediately, means my life is now better. As I stand and look at the thing I do not like, the better version is available to me right now, and I can start receiving it right now, right this minute. And I know it, and I know why. And I know that I'm secure. I was born secure because everything I want is set up in a way that I can receive it easily. And I never have to stockpile anything or provide for my security in any physical way. Everything will flow to me at any age, in any amount that I want. And I know it, and I know why. And I know I can live in an unlimited flow of abundance of everything, and I know why that's true as well. And I know I can be, do, and have what I want. And I know that's the cycle of life, and it has nothing to do with anything in the physical world. It only has to do with my wanting it and my allowing myself to receive it. And that's that. And so that is everything about I do that I teach is about this, about training our mind, a trained mind, a trained, focused mind in these kinds of thoughts and beliefs. And then when we're there, we are at our high vibration flow of energy in our day, And what we're receiving, what we're experiencing is this wonderful life that we came for, and things are working out. And as I said, even when contrast comes and something in the moment is not as wanted, we recognize what that is. It's the asking. It's we have, through our energy, brought it to us. No matter what it is, we brought it to us, and we say, okay, I understand that. And in this experience, and I can see it, and I don't like it, that means my inner being has set up the expanded version, the more preferred version for me to start receiving now. Nothing's gone wrong here. Everything is exactly working the way that it's set up to work by this universe, and all is well. So we want to do this. This is the kind of the gym we want to go to, the thought training gym. And that's, again, my books are like the thought training gym. All these videos are like the thought training gym to get your thinking mind into these new patterns, these new habits that are based on the creative process, which my book of life is all about, and I mention it in many of the videos. That's the real thing we want to do. This is the thing that's going to put us in charge of our mind, and then in charge of our life and our vibration, and then our life will be that life we want it to be. And it doesn't matter. You could be sleeping on a park bench. You could be deeply in debt. You could be in a relationship that is not very nice at all. You could be in a job and you could be feeling stuck. And today, as soon as today, you can start to think and start to do these things that I teach, and you can be on your way out of that life, right? And over here, we talked about this. You can be on your way to changing the media and the projector, and a new life is going to begin. The seeds of a new life are going to start to manifest. And for a little bit, you're not going to see the movie on the wall change as you change the media. And you as you know that, you keep doing it day after day. You keep using the tools and the training tools and all the things that I teach, and you get your mind back in that high vibration, positive focus state on all matters of your life. You do not let physical reality that you don't like get your attention and keep dragging you back into those old thoughts, but you are determined to choose a good feeling thought over one that does not feel good. You are determined to deconstruct any thought that does not support in agreement with what you want. You are determined to be aware of negative emotion and treat it as your friend, as the alarm that's telling you that your thoughts are not in agreement with what you want, and you're determined to find the thoughts that are. And that's what the thought training gym is all about. It's that. Now, in contrast, because humanity has not understood this whole big picture of life, the creative process, and how do we get this? I mean, everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to be in this nice flowing life where abundance of everything is flowing and things are working out, and we understand, the people in our life, and we understand the things that are happening, and we understand how they're serving and supporting us in a vibrational way, and to support the expansion of our life in a good way. But in the absence of that, what have we done? We've done all these things to try to think that that's going to get us over to here. So many years of praying and religion that's going to get it. And it hasn't done it. Let's say it hasn't done it in any massive way, because humanity has had that for a long time, and it hasn't produced this kind of life for the masses. So whatever's going on there, it's not working. And there's meditation. People think, well, I'll meditate my way there. Now, meditation is a good thing, but meditation by itself is not enough, because remember, it's all of our waking hours, doing all the things that we want to do. We can't drive our car in meditation. That probably wouldn't work out very good. There's lots of things. I mean, if we're in the middle of conversation, we're not going to go into meditation. If we are doing a transaction, we're not going to go into meditation. But meditation is a good thing, good part of our day, a good part of the daily ingredient to be in high vibration, but it certainly is not enough to carry us through the 16 hours. We've got to know how to use our conscious thinking mind. So then there's school, and we think, oh, education is it. We get enough education that's going to get us into this life. Or a diet. We're gonna eat food. We're gonna eat in such a way that that's going to raise our vibration and give us our good life. Now, food is food, and if you're in a high vibration, you're going to be inspired to eat in the ways that feel good. That's all part of a high vibration life. And then there's exercise, and people think, I'll go to the gym, I'll get fit, and that's going to get me into the life that I want. And again, there's nothing wrong with fitness. I do a lot myself. I have a lot of different workouts that I do, enjoy it. I do it for the joy of it. I don't do it to get things in my life. It's just an activity that I really like in different ways. But it doesn't, in and of itself, it doesn't get me into the life that I want, although it is kind of part of it because, excuse me, in the joy of it, the joy is now another piece of high vibration in my day that contributes to the overall high vibration of my life that lets the path flow for me to receive the things that I want. Other things people do, work hard. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to work so hard. I'm going to get myself into this life. And people have learned that is just a formula for disaster. It creates burnout. It affects relationships, your health. You just can't get there. Maybe for a little bit you'll get some traction on that, but it's not a long-lasting thing at all. I'm going to invest. I'm going to do something with money. I'm going to cause myself to have more money, and if I get enough money, then I'll be in this good life that I want. And I'm here to tell you that there's lots of people that have more money than they'll probably ever use in this lifetime, even in their bank or in their investments or whatnot, and they don't have that balance, that fulfilling balance of life overall in the 4 quadrants. And so we know that that's not the answer. Money is not the answer either. We're finally realizing it's this. It's thought energy is the answer. High vibration, positive focus, thought energy through our day on all matters. That's the currency of life. That's the flow of the day. That's the flow that lets everything else flow that we want. And that is what, this video is really want to hit home is if you want to have the life that you want, if you want to change your life, anything about your life, and you want to do it the easy way, the permanent way, the sure way, then it's about taking charge of your mind. And that's that's the key. That's how it works. Pardon me. And that's where we want to spend our time. We don't want to spend our time in manifestation techniques or law of attraction techniques or any of that kind of thing. We want to learn to use our conscious thinking mind in good feeling ways on all matters of our day, all day long. And then that will bring us into we'll experience then the manifestations will be automatic byproducts of that energy. So back on this image, the untrained mind will look at you heard of the half glass full, half glass empty. Some people look at the glass as half empty. Some people look at it as half full. Well, the trained mind looks at it as half full. That's the positive aspects of current life. And the untrained mind looks at it as half empty. What I don't have, what's absent, that kind of thing. And that's the unwanted parts of life, which actually is the contrast. And even you can look at the contrast, as I talked about, as a positive thing because it creates expansion. So the trained mind not only looks at the positive aspects of life, but even looks at the things that are not there as a celebration of expansion, knowing that they're here. They're here, and they're on their way, and they're coming. So the trained mind is very excited about life, about what's here and what's on the way, and even of the things that are unwanted, excited about that because it means that things are on the way. But that untrained mind has questions. Well, why isn't it working? Why are they doing that? Why don't they do it differently? How can I get them to do it differently? I work hard. I'm a good person. Why can't I have what I want? This is a bad situation. I don't know how to get out of it. What if this doesn't work out? I'm concerned. I'm afraid. See, this is the kinds of thoughts, the thinking that is in the untrained mind. This is the mind that doesn't understand the creative process, does not understand why we came here, who we are and how life is all set up to work out for us. And that's the result of that. So you can see clearly that we want to get that education so that we can start to use our mind in this way. And you see my video, The 7 Stages of Manifestation Change. That is the process that brings us from the untrained mind, inaccurately trained mind, into our trained mind. And then, of course, we're going to trend into our high vibration mindset, which then is the flow of high vibration energy that lets us receive what we want. And we stop doing all these things to make life happen, but we could do some of these. It's fun to get education. It's fun to eat different foods in different ways that we like. It's fun to exercise. It's fun to have money and spend money. It's fun to meditate. And even if you like to pray and anything around there, if you do it just for the joy of it, for the feel of it, not to make things happen, then it's all good and working for sure, not working hard in a way of struggle and strain, but you can put lots of hours into a job or a situation that you're enjoying, and you're doing it for the joy of it. You're doing these things for the joy of doing them. You're not doing them to make things happen. You're not doing them for the manifestation of things. You're doing them because you love doing them, because they feel good to you. And if you will do that, then you are spending the currency of life, which is positive focused thought energy, and then your life is just going to flow. It's just going to go in all the natural ways it's meant to go. So I wanted to really differentiate that, because we all know about these aspects of life, and we all know, and maybe we've done it ourselves, trying to use these things to have this wonderful life that we came for. But they're not for that. They're not to get things. They're things that we do because we enjoy them, and they feel good to us, and they feel natural to us, and they're fun to us, and they're interesting to us. It's that emotional energy about them, that high vibration emotional energy about them, that literally puts us in that flow of the energy that lets all the things that we want flow into our life. So that's a video for today, and I don't know if you got this is a powerful message, but this one came to me as a very powerful message to really stand back and look at humanity, look at where our life is, why life has been the way it is on planet Earth, why we've been confused about things, why we can't seem to have the way we want, and we look around the planet and see things going on that we don't like. This explains it all, and it explains exactly how we can change it all. And so now it's just up to you if you want to, do that process of training your mind into its natural place. Then life is going to be the good life that you want it to be. And the more of us that do this, then the collective consciousness cleans up into a high vibration as well. And all those things we see on the planet, the poverty, the wars, the shootings, all those things that we don't like that we see on the news, those go away as well. We're in charge of it. This is a planet that we came into, and we get to decide for ourselves how our life plays out. And together, as humanity, we get to decide how this planet plays out. So we're all in this together. All right, that's the message today. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy your day.